Facility and opportunity is a huge part of growing up and having a safe environment. I had to travel to a Boys and Girls Club. That was a little bit difficult for us to get to. This was a perfect opportunity for me to come in a safe environment and check out the new pitch that Rave Foundation has put together.
So today we celebrate the completion of this project, and we invite you to applaud with us when we show you the ceremonial first kick on goal here and the first basket shot here.
Midway in Des Moines welcomed us with open arms. But they also said, you know, we love soccer, we love our Sounders, we want to play more soccer, but we love basketball, so could you maybe do both? And we said, absolutely. So we called our friends at the Storm, and they were in from the get-go.
We were really fortunate to be a part of the work that the Rave Foundation does. The Storm are always looking for unique ways to invest back into the community, and so coming together with the Sounders and with the Rave Foundation, it really is special.
What's really neat about this court is that the kids in the community are reflected in the court. People from Midway can come up and see their kids' art on the goals here.
Having the opportunity to have something like this and of this quality in your own community is a great advantage, and hopefully it'll draw a lot of people and give a place for a lot of kids. I was initially drawn to the Rave Foundation just because I saw that their beliefs and values aligned with my own. Kind of throughout my career and even afterwards, I've spent my community time in after-school programs, just anything that can constructively and creatively allow these kids to express themselves. The Rave Foundation has done this by creating these mini pitches. They brought soccer to places that really didn't have it before. Being a kid from this area, I obviously know that that's a necessity. I didn't have a pitch as good as some of these that they've created, so I can appreciate it, and I definitely do. So thank you, Rave Foundation.
Sometimes the ball can mean a lot to kids in need. It gives them a sense of welcome, a sense of belonging, something that actually belongs to them. And I know there's several kids that are participating in this camp that don't have that. I can see the confidence that comes out of these kids. I can see the sense of belonging that comes to these kids, the sense of appreciation that comes to these kids. I know something so small can mean a whole lot.
That kid will play, that kid might find a friend or many. That kid will learn teamwork, that kid will learn sportsmanship, that kid will stay healthy because they'll be running around. That kid will have a lot of fun.
Imagine what one ball can do.
This is my ball. I'm Juliet and this is my ball. This is my ball.
Just one ball.
Un balón de fútbol.
Football killing.
Sometimes it only takes one ball.
Hello, Rave Foundation. My name is Dave Reed, coming to you from the Reed Family Pandemic Headquarters in Tacoma. It's great to have the Rave Green kit on again, and can't wait for that first match we can all attend safely. Why we believe in Rave? Pretty straightforward. One, we do love the merchandise. But also the overarching theme of providing first-class parks and recs to underserved communities is what keeps us coming back and keeps us doing what we can to support this group. We love Ashley and the crew, and we love just being a small part of this team, and look forward to just future events and continuing to support Rave. And with that, go Sounders.
Wonderful, wonderful cause. We've taken this gym that was essentially dilapidated, gave it fresh life, and you can see the energy back here. The kids are having a blast, a ball.
It's just so warm and inviting and really honors who they are. We have multiple languages on the wall with the artwork, and they get that it's brand new, right? They've seen what our gym used to look like, and they're just feeling really honored.
I texted a picture to my sister, and her immediate response was, I can't believe that's our gym.
When Major League Soccer comes into any of our markets for a big event like MLS Cup, it's very important for us to partner with the local club and make sure that there's an impactful legacy that's left behind for many years.
For it to be full circle and to come back and be able to leave the next generation with some maybe intentional physical activity and have it be branded around the Sounders is awesome.
Hi, I'm James Riley, former Seattle Sounder. I'm a huge fan of the Rave Foundation because it uses soccer as a vehicle to empower and inspire. I'm excited to be able to continue to support the Seattle Sounders, the Rave Foundation, and the Seattle community as a whole. Thank you.
I think it's really important for people to support what Rave is doing, because when you support Rave, you're supporting a community. You're supporting, real life kids and real life families with experiences and opportunities they honestly might not have had.
This is a very special day for us as an organization. We need more safe places for free play for kids just to be kids. Here at Valley Ridge Park, this will be the second mini pitch in the Highline School District. We are going to officially open this field.
What's great about this location is that it's surrounded by kids and families who actually don't have access to play. What we decided to do is give kids who can't afford to play their own field.
And this is a fantastic opportunity for the community to come together. It's our hope that it'll build a strong community while building healthy and stronger bodies.
So I'm really excited about the partnership with Rave, the Sounders, and Delta being synergistic for the community. It just makes me feel good that for the next generations, getting those life skills that help them further their careers as they go through school and on to life.
A lot of kids look up to us, They're tomorrow's future, so more fields, more foundations like this will help the Sounders and kids improve, and I think we're on the right path.
Hi, I'm Jose and I'm with La Barra Fuerza Verde. I am proud of being a part of Rave Foundation because together we are working directly in communities that often get left out or forgotten by our mainstream systems. We are using soccer as a vehicle to empower and inspire the next generation. I am proud that I get to take my passion from the stadiums out into the community. Together we are investing in and building stronger communities together. We are Seattle, we are the Sounders, and you will hear us from coast to coast. Vamos Sounders.
Soccer is the world's most inclusive sport. Soccer speaks all languages. Soccer transcends culture. Soccer brings people together. All you need is a little bit of room, a place to play, and a ball. But not everyone has a yard, or a ball, or a field to play on.
It's been like my favorite sport since I was a kid. It's the only sport I play every single day.
We don't play inside because my mom don't like it. She thinks we're gonna break something.
But some kids don't have access to a safe place to play, or a place to play freely.
All kids need to play. There's some magic to being able to play in your backyard, but it's even more magical to come to a place in your neighborhood that's just for you. It's the place where you congregate. It's where your memories are built from.
I like how we can play outside, we get fresh air. It's free.
So I grew up in the city of Pico Rivera, just 20 minutes outside of Los Angeles, and it's a very small city. We actually had a very tough time finding resources in order to play soccer.
Sports is a place where children who are gifted movers really get to shine. They're able to harness their energy and turn it into something that's productive and that they can be proud about and that their families can be proud about.
Rave Foundation has a vision. A city, a region, abundant with opportunities for free play, where we all work together to use soccer as a vehicle to include, educate, and inspire. Because, after all, every kid deserves to play.
Hey everybody, it's Brad Evans here. We are less than 10 minutes away from starting the Rave Champions Gala at 7 p.m. Pacific. A quick note to help you with your bidding and donating tonight. Be sure you're using the link to the live gala event sent to you in your email. You'll know you're in the right place if you see a column on the left of this screen with buttons that say items for purchase, silent auction items, and live auction items. We're almost ready. Are you guys almost ready? We've had a ton of fun planned for you tonight. See you in a few minutes.
And welcome everyone to the first ever live virtual Rave Champions Gala benefiting Rave Foundation, the official charitable arm of Seattle Sounders FC. My name's Dick Fain. I'll be your auctioneer for the night. I'd like to introduce my partner in crime for the evening, Sounders FC brand ambassador, Brad Evans, who will be your MC tonight.
Well, first, thanks for having me. Happy to be here and ready for some fun and to share more about the good work of Rave Foundation. Just by being here tonight, you are all helping Rave bring free play to kids in our region who really need it.
And we wouldn't be here tonight without the support of our sponsors, the Puyallup Tribe of Indians and that beautiful new Emerald Queen Casino, Weyerhaeuser, Body Armor, and presenting sponsor, Delta Airlines. Delta Airlines has been a lead Rave Foundation partner from the beginning. They're working on the location for their third mini pitch with Rave right now, and thanks to Delta support, Rave has given away over 30,000 balls in the last 3 years. Delta is presenting sponsor of the 1 mile equals 1 ball program. For every mile a player runs during a match, Delta donates a ball to a child through Rave. So thank you to Delta Airlines for their continued commitment and to all of our sponsors for making tonight possible.
And another group making tonight possible are the people behind Rave's vision, the Rave Foundation Board of Trustees. Let's everyone, hey, say hello, let's wave. There they are on your screen right now. Thank you so much, Rave Board, for your time, talent, and leadership.
Well, this is kind of interesting, being in this beautiful studio. You're dressed up, I'm dressed up. This is something that I'm not used to doing in the last 13 months, I'll tell you that.
It feels like game day. We did the rehearsal and we had our, normal, and now we've got our proper attire on and it's now game time.
Well, speaking of attire, I mean, how about the attire that Seattle Sounders FC is rolling out this year with this Jimi Hendrix purple kit that they've got, and we've got a Jimi Hendrix vibe tonight. We also have some amazing music to get us started. But first, a few notes to make the night go smoothly for you. You can do all of your bidding on your screen. You'll see a purple column on the left with 3 buttons: items for purchase, silent auction, and live auction. And the silent auction's been open since Wednesday. It's got some pretty awesome items there. And the silent auction isn't closing until tonight at 9 o'clock, so plenty of time to bid. And the live auction just opened at noon today. And this is what you want to pay attention to. Those items are going to close during this event. So you're going to want to be ready to go when the live auction starts in just a few minutes. And one more thing, there's a button in the middle of your screen. It's very important. It says donate. You just click that button to donate anytime throughout the night. There's no time frame on it, no closing time in 5 minutes or anything like that. When the time's right for you, give generously and remember why we are here tonight: to get more kids playing by investing free community play fields and programs that use soccer to inspire learning, health, belonging, and fun.
That's right, Dick. I've been able to work with Rave for a couple years now, truly honored. I'm always blown away at not only the fields they invest for free play, but the way they use soccer to inspire kids to learn and give them a sense of true belonging.
Well, Brad, we all talked about the Jimi Hendrix-inspired jersey a couple of minutes ago. I wanted you all to know that our friends at Glassy Baby have used that inspiration to create a custom Glassy Baby to commemorate this 2021 season. And you guessed it, it is also purple. There it is. You can buy these throughout the event and tomorrow, unless they sell out, so be quick. Click the Items for Purchase button on the left of your screen.
Now, to get the party started, we have an amazing local band. They've been a big part of our Jimi Hendrix kit launch. Friends of Sounders FC and Rave, to give you just a little taste of what's to come later tonight, please welcome the Black Tones.
Wow.
I'm ready. There's definitely some Jimmy flavor there, no question about it. That was awesome. Thank you, Eva and Cedric Walker, the brother-sister duo that is the Blacktones. Cannot wait to hear more a little later. Well, each year, Rave awards people in the community a Champions of Free Play award. And tonight, we've got a special message from Sounders alum James Riley, who will present this award.
Hi, I'm James Riley, a proud new member of the Rave Foundation Board of Trustees. Tonight, I have the honor of introducing this year's Rave Champions of Free Play Award winners. I am honored to share the story of three amazing Tukwila community gentlemen who are solely responsible for providing free access to soccer to hundreds of teens in their community. Those three gentlemen are Hamza Amdulahi, Ramiro Ortiz, and Nate Robinson. Here's what these three guys did. It started with Hamza. When Hamza was at Foster High School, he noticed a divide in the soccer community around him. He saw a split between the kids who could afford to play year-round soccer and those kids who could not. He saw some kids with a talent and a desire to play year-round desperately missing their teammates, their connection, and the competition. Hamza took matters into his own hands and began gathering kids from nearby schools to play. They started with 30 kids, pickup style, which grew to 50, then quickly to 100 kids. All this time, they were just playing on fields in community, wherever there was room. They couldn't afford to rent fields and often got kicked off fields they were using. Hamza reached out to Nate at the Tukwila Community Center, who was instantly impressed with Hamza's ability to create a welcoming space for all kids of all backgrounds, especially children of immigrants and refugees. Nate Robinson made the program legit. They found volunteer coaches, found some city funding, and secured fields. The program is now a full-fledged year-round soccer club called Tukwila Youth Soccer Club, with a first and second team, each with their own coaching staffs and jerseys. And former players are now becoming coaches themselves. Enter Ramiro, a former player and now volunteer coach who has helped take the club to the next level. With a real passion for the underdogs, Ramiro now coaches the second team and has taken over the summer portion of the program. Learning from his role model, Hamza, attendance and accountability are a huge focus for Ramiro with the second team. When he is coaching, playing time is based on attendance at practice. With Hamza coaching the first team, Ramiro coaching the second team, and Nate making it all happen with support behind the scenes, hundreds and hundreds of kids in Tukwila are now playing free club soccer. Rave is honored to know these three outstanding people. They embody Rave's values: access to play for all, and inspiration and belonging through soccer. For that reason, we are proud to award Hamza, Ramiro, and Nate with the Rave Champions of Free Play Award this year. And Coach Smetzer, if you're listening, you might check out a training with these guys and do some possible recruiting. Hamza, Ramiro, and Nate, thank you again for your service to your community and the greater Seattle area. All the best and congratulations.
Thank you! Congratulations, guys. Pretty cool stuff you're doing down in Tukwila, a place that we as Sounders know so well. Hey, Dick, I think it's time to get this thing started. What do you think?
I think you're right. I'm fired up. Blacktones, this is fantastic. We are ready to roll. Let's do it. Here's how this is going to go. I'm going to start a 5-minute countdown timer. Brad and I are going to talk to you about each item, and while we're doing that, your job is very simple. Just place your bids. We're going to only auction items 1 through 5 right now. We'll do 6 through 10 a little bit later. Remember, place your bids by clicking the live auction button on the left. So let's go ahead and start that countdown timer and have some fun. Are we ready? Let's put it on the board. Ready, set, go. Item number 1. There is the timer, 5 minutes. A framed and mounted photo of the Sounders 2009 starting 11 with every starting 11's players autographed. Brad, you know all about this. You're in this photo. Tell us about this moment back when it all started.
This is where everything started for me. My second career, I guess, playing in Columbus and now coming in here to see a packed stadium was absolutely incredible. The feeling I get when I see this photo is one of community. It's one of guys that are still involved with the club. Just a special, special feeling.
It's beautiful. And right now, it's at $500. Let's bid that puppy up right now. Item number 1, your inaugural match photo in 2009, including Brad Evans. You got to have the photo, right? Item number 2, we've got 2 fan favorites on that 2009 team. How about Roger Levesque, Mr. Sounder, Taylor Graham? These buddies have agreed to have some fun. They're going to join the Zoom of your choice. You got an office meeting, you got a family event, you got a pre-match Zoom bomb, you got a bunch of Sounders fans ready to watch a game. Maybe it's a road game, you got them all over at your house, and you want them to call up and Zoom. How fun would that be? These 2 can handle it. And we're also giving you $250 to intentionalist.com for your gathering. I was just on intentionalist.com today. It is a fantastic website. It helps support minority-owned restaurants and small businesses in the region. All you need to do is just put in what type of restaurant or small business you're looking for, put in your zip code, and boom, it lists all of those minority-owned businesses for you to support. This is fantastic.
As professional as these 2 are now, I can tell you some stories. Schmetz can tell you some stories. This will be a fun Zoom session. One of these guys has always got a costume on of some sort, so I really hope it's a very professional board meeting that they step into.
Well, right now, it's just $350, so you have an opportunity to bid that up and take that home, and you're going to have a Zoom bomb session with 2 Sounder greats. All right, item number 3, a team autographed MLS Works Kick Childhood Cancer Match Ball. Take a look at that. Every year in September, the league spotlights the work being done to kick childhood cancer all in our community. And this team's signed ball from last September includes Nico Ladero and Raul Rui Diaz signatures and many, many more.
2020, a phenomenal year. It didn't end the way that the Sounders wanted it to, but again, another trip to MLS Cup, and this ball is extremely special.
No question about it, and right now it's at $525. All right, item number 4. Look at this image, an incredible match moment. This item, formerly displayed in the Sounders front office, is of a pre-match team huddle on Decision Day 2017 against the Colorado Rapids, featuring one of the most famous tifos created by our amazing fans, depicting player images in stained glass. This is huge, 4 feet high, 6 feet wide image, printed on canvas and ready to hang. This is a beaut.
This is a one-of-a-kind item. I got to walk by this only for 2 weeks before COVID started, but hey, I touched it every day because it brings back great memories from 2017 season.
That's item number 4 right now, just at $850. All right, item number 5, the final one in our first group of live auction items. Oh, these are beauties, right? You see them on TV all the time, or if you're at the match. Sounders FC chairs. These 2 chairs, also from the Sounders front office, mimicking the design of the team sideline chairs. These are cool for any game room, office, dining room. You can't buy these anywhere else. You got to get them here, Brad.
I spent a lot of time on these chairs on the sideline and in the office, in the boardroom. Some big decisions were made in these chairs, so wherever this goes, it's going to a good home.
And right now it's at $3,000. Let's bid that puppy up towards $4,000. So items 1 through 5 are going to close in about 1 minute. So get your last bids in. Brad, let's take a look at some of these prices right now. The inaugural match photo, $500. Brad's in this thing, man. That's worth $1,000 just right there.
I think it's worth $1,000. Now somebody else has got to know it's $1,000. Adrian probably has 3 or 4 of these, so I think he's out. But I'm going to say that there's someone out there that's going to bid this one up because that is a very special signed item by everyone from that inaugural 2009 team. A Zoom with Roger and Taylor is something, hey, you might want to mark me down for a couple $100 more than that because that will be probably the most fun thing on this entire list of items.
Absolutely. That team signed ball right now, just over $500. That's going to ANU right now. So unless you want Ann to win it, unless you're ANU, I think you want a bit higher.
That ball we only play with in September, so that's actually a very rare soccer ball to have, so keep that in mind as you bid in these last few seconds here.
And 4 and 5, the mounted image of the match moment at $1,000 right now, and the sideline chair has gone up $100. We have got 8 seconds left. Get your last second bids in for items 1 through 5 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it, folks. That's it. But don't worry, we still have more auction items coming up. 1 through 5 now closed. Great job, everyone. If you were the highest bidder of an item, you'll get a notification that you have won. Congratulations to all, and back for more live items later.
Now I'd like to introduce a tried and true Seattle native and advocate for sports and the value sports bring to our youth. Bookie Gates. Bookie is a graduate of Garfield High School and alumni of Washington State University. He's a baseball athlete. His passion for baseball led him to found the organization Baseball Beyond Borders, which uses the sport of baseball to mentor, inspire youth, and prepare them for college and beyond. Joining us live from Atlanta tonight, Bookie Gates. Hey, Bookie.
Brad, how you doing?
Very good, very good.
So thank you for having me. Thank you all for joining us today at the Rave Virtual Champions Gala. I'm here to talk to you about this power of play. As we go into communities today and engage in discussions with individuals and organizations across many sectors and these spheres of influences, I am reminded what a dear brother in the faith once told me, that the stories we tell often create the lives we live. Well, what story are we telling our youth, our leaders for tomorrow? Today's story is about our need to play. One of the greatest forces we have as a community is our ability to recreate, or let's call it recreate. We have this power of play and the power to play. There are two challenges, or what I call uphill climbs, our youth are faced with. One, it's restricted access. Two, limited opportunities. It is from this lived experience that I bore witness to disparities and inequities that broke the fabric of a community I grew up in, which further disenfranchised youth and families from the right to play. Play can be a vehicle to promote equity and integration, but it also has perpetuated stereotypes, racism, tokenism, inequities, and further harmed Black and Indigenous communities. Today, we must acknowledge the power of play as a fundamental approach to community health and well-being. I am here to call us to action to understand our roles in co-creating and upholding the values and beliefs to establish community vibrancy through what I call the power of play. But in order to do that, we must have a start where we are and understand exactly the challenges so that we can authentically advance these solutions. In just a moment, you will hear from our future about the power of play and what it can do for a community. So our focus should not just be on sports specialization, but on a sense of belonging. It should not be on adultification of space, but giving kids the power and the authority of ownership of a place in which they call, where they live, work, and or play. And finally, play will increase visibility, not just about the representation, but the application of knowledge, skills, and abilities for youth to be who they want to become. Our youth must be in a position to lead and serve, while we, as a community, must continue to invest in the power of play.
Bookie, thank you so much for your time. Keep fighting the good fight, doing what you're doing. We appreciate your time. And by the way, Schmetz, I think we found a new pregame pump-up talk. If you get Bookie out there, the boys are going to run through a wall. I recently got some time with some local kids talking about what play means to them. Check this out.
This is my friend Salem. His favorite player is Brad Evans. What? Ronaldo? You're tripping. Ronaldo and me, okay. You said you came here in 2018. Soccer's a big part of your home country. Now you come here and you have a field in your community. How does that make you feel?
It's 2 blocks away from my home, so I just come out here every day. The first time I came here and there were kids my age from my home country, and I felt really happy because at that moment I don't know how to speak English, and I was worried that people could make fun of me and stuff, so I just spoke with them with Tigrina, and I was really happy to see people who speak the same language as me.
I was raised in Nairobi, which is Africa and Kenya. When I came here, like when I was 16, and it was at foster, my freshman year, that was a big change for me because like all I knew until then was like a street game.
When I was like 6 to like 10 years old, I would only play in the parking lot of my apartments, and that would be the only place that I got the opportunity to play. And I know that when you're that young, you're always so much energy, full of energy. You want to play, and sometimes there's no real opportunity to do that.
The other day, I walked out and I saw so many people that I know that they're not really friends with each other, but when they play soccer, they get to talk to each other and meet new people. And I would say, like, yeah, this neighborhood is really diverse in that it comes with a lot of people of color. I noticed that not everybody gets along, but when they're playing soccer, it's always going to be a fun time for them.
Every single time I come out here, there are kids my age that I know, and I just play with them, and yeah, that's the best time. There isn't just one, but all the time, all of the times.
A lot of kids, this keeps them out of trouble, and they have something to do, so that's why I like how you guys are really involved here.
It's not just about soccer, it's the leadership. They see me as a family, they see Ramiro as a family. They ask me about like what I want to be and how they can follow my footsteps and everything that I'm doing. Like I'm not just being a coach, but like as a mentor for them as well.
Good evening. My name is Maya Mendoza-Ekstrom, and on behalf of Seattle Sounders FC and the Rave Foundation Board of Directors, I want to say thank you for being with us tonight. I'm coming to you live, as are all of my colleagues, from Fremont Studios here in Seattle on the unceded territory of the Coast Salish peoples, the First Nations in our fine city of Seattle. And like you, I've listened tonight to the voice of youth. Youth leaders, youth players, and I just can't imagine a world where we can't invest in play for our kids in this region. Through play, we find commonality. Through play, we speak the same language. Through play, we start on a level playing field. Through play, we belong. Through play, we meet friends, we meet mentors. Through play, we get to know each other from different parts of the world. You don't have to get along, just play. Through play, we build bridges. And the one common denominator, you know, sometimes as adults, we forget about the power of play. We think of play as this frivolous, dismissive thing we did in our youth that's not a necessity, that's a nice to have for our kids in our communities. And yet, I think about Salem, who we just heard from in Yesler Terrace, who came to this country not speaking any English, landed in Yesler, and immediately found a community and a place that welcomed him and included him through play. I guarantee you that to him, play is necessary and part of his day. We just heard from Bookie Gates, and we saw the youth leaders that are working to bring access to play in Tukwila, where they first immigrated as youth players. And I guarantee you, play is not frivolous to those leaders either. As Bookie said, it's not really soccer or baseball, it's about play. And when we have places to play, play works. Play works when every kid has a chance to participate. Play works when there are safe places to do it, and play works when it's present every single day in your neighborhood. We believe at Rave Foundation that we are not far from a world where every single school-age kid in the state of Washington lives within a safe, navigable distance from a safe place to play and has a soccer ball to play with. Not just my kids who have a backyard and a bag of balls in the garage, but every single kid. And we're here tonight because we all share that vision. We believe in the power of play. We know its potential. And when we invest and prioritize those investments in those communities, in those kids that have faced those historic intergenerational inequities that Bookie talked about, we know we can make a difference. I come to you tonight, too, as a proud Filipino, and we are at a reckoning in our society, fighting the past and present scourge of racism and hate and violence. And I think about those kids in Yesler, and I find a ton of hope. I think about a Filipino proverb that applies to all of us right now in this moment. We are like the bamboo. In a fierce wind, we will bend, but we will never break. And I can't help but think about those kids in Yesler and can't imagine what they see when they look out at their world. But I am hopeful because I have to believe that one of the things that keeps us from breaking are those bonds that they are forging on the fields of play at Yesler and on Rave mini pitches around this region. We can do more. For those of you that have bent in that fierce wind this year, we stand with you. For those of you who have kids who have been stuck inside without a backyard, without a park to go to, who have felt isolated, who have felt alone, who have felt scared and stressed and more anxious and maybe a little bit emotionally and physically drained. We see you and we hear you and we know that play can help. I posit to all of you tonight that play will make us more resilient and stronger as a community. Investing in play will help us get out of this pandemic, to renew our communities. And play is a sharp tool to fight racism. We need you tonight to stand with us and defend the right to play. For those of you that stood with us last year as those fierce winds began to rise, thank you. Your generosity at this event last year allowed us last year to invest in 3 more mini pitches in our community. A year on, those investments have been critical, and yet the need is greater. Every single kid in our community deserves the chance to be happy, to belong, to find joy, to get out and stretch their legs and breathe and meet new friends and find new mentors, and just maybe in this moment meet someone they've never met before, from a part of the world they've never thought about, speaking a language they don't know, and maybe somebody they don't like, but they can find common ground on a field of play. So stand with us, stand with me, stand with Sounders FC side by side with the Rave Foundation and defend the right to play. Invest in our kids, invest in them, in their belonging, in their activity and their right to be active and their wellness. And I want you to think of Salam and his friends at Yesler Terrace. It's just 2 blocks away. The first time I came here, I felt happy. Every single kid in our community deserves that. And soccer and safe places to play can help. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Maya. The work the Rave Foundation does is so inspiring to me and to many. She talked about the 3 pitches that are only possible by the funds that you guys supported last year during this auction. And one of them is in my neighborhood, Des Moines, blocks from where I went to elementary school, middle school, and high school. And it's making that community and the other 2 communities safer, better communities in which to live and which to engage in this free play. And we just want to continue that year after year after year. And now is your opportunity to do that. If you want to support Rave in this amazing work, all you have to do is click the donate button on the middle of the screen and enter your amount. Or you can text the word give and the amount you want to give the number 76278. You can donate any amount you'd like at any time. But here are some donation levels that you may want to consider. The $10,000 level will fund a team like Hamza and Ramiro's Tukwila Youth Soccer Club. It'll pay coaches, it'll rent field space, buy uniforms, and more importantly, help amazing leaders like Hamza and Ramiro find support for their teams and a place for their players to belong, be healthy, and to thrive. The next level is $5,000, and a donation of $5,000 will buy 500 high-quality soccer balls. That's enough for every student in a local elementary school. To donate, just click the button or text GIVE and the number 5,000 to 76278. With $2,500, Rave can bring its Science of Soccer program that teaches STEM concepts using soccer as the subject to 1 middle school in our region. Thank you, Todd Cowles and Holly Shepard, for their donation of $2,500 already. I invite you to join them. $1,000 supports 4 students in Rave's Sports Media Institute, giving middle schools free classes, transportation to matches, food, and all the support they need to be future sports media professionals. And thank you to Laura Walton of Lockton Insurance for your donation already of $1,000. $500 brings food for a week to 5 families of kids in Rave soccer camps. Rave supports the whole child through partnerships with Food Lifeline and local food banks, and they make sure parents of kids they support go home with healthy, fresh food. Just click donate or text GIVE 500 to the number 76278. You're seeing plenty of donations come in on the screen right now. We thank you for all of them. You may put your name. You can also go anonymous if you wish. James Baird, thank you. Chris Barros, Mark Cairns, Matt Kennard, Andy Fretwell, John Clotfelter, Eric Hyatt, and the list goes on and on and on. Add your name to that list right now in any donation you want to make. And $250 is our last official donation level, but don't forget you can donate in any amount you choose. Let's toss it back to the Black Tones to entertain us while those donations come in. And welcoming back to the stage, the Black Tones. Right, the Black Tones. Absolutely fantastic. Just like your kit right there. We'll be talking about that in a minute. It's time to auction the final set of live items, numbers 6 through 10. Just like before, I'm going to start a 5-minute countdown timer. Remember to place your bids by clicking the live auction button on the left. Items 6 through 10 will close when the clock gets to 0. So let's start that clock right now at 5 minutes and go to item number 6. Welcome home, Freddie Montero. How about this? A great one. Sounders fans are so excited to have Freddie back in Seattle where he belongs. And tonight we have an autographed 2021 Rave green jersey and a 2012 Freddie Montero match moment mounted and framed by the leading goal scorer in Sounder history, Freddie Montero.
He's back. The prodigal son is back. He's back where he belongs. Obviously, like you said, the leading goal scorer. And if he can do anything like what he did before, this team will be off to a flying start. There's no doubt.
And right now, just at $350, so we'll bid that up. That is going to go high, I am sure. All right, item number 7. This is a big one. A side-by-side 2021 Sounders FC influencer gift set, complete with the highly sought-after item that you can't get anywhere else, the Jimi Hendrix jersey, the actual jersey that Brad is wearing right now. These jerseys absolutely flew off the shelf. There's a monster wait list, so don't wait on the wait list. Get them right now. Brad's giving us a spin. Check out the back. You got Rave 26 on the back, and it comes with an exclusive 2021 Sounders FC scarf, complete with the printing of Jimi Hendrix's signature. That is an awesome package.
We have to say, this will probably be the only one worn in an auction live. So it's like a game-worn jersey,
That's
basically,
correct.
right? We call this game day. So
And
this
worn
is your
by a
game
player, too,
exactly.
so it
It's
works.
perfect. Yeah, I love it. This thing is awesome.
That
It's
is
so cool.
fantastic. So bid that up right now. It's at $1,000 even. Let's get that up towards 2 in the next 2 or 3 minutes. All right, item number 8. A print of the great Stephen Fry's most recent original work of art. This amazing piece was created by Sounders FC goalkeeper and Renaissance man himself, Stephen Fry, in his Bainbridge studio. The original was made with acrylic and aerosol paint on canvas. This limited run print will be approximately 20 by 16 inches. It's going to include Fry's autograph for the winning bidder, and the name of the piece is Reflection. He does such great work, Brad.
Great work. I remember sitting on the airplane, and he'd be sitting in front of me, and I could see him practicing on the airplane flight, whether it was to a game, from a game. This is his passion other than soccer, and he's obviously got a tremendous talent for it. You got to get your hands on this one. Very, very cool.
Absolutely. And item number 9, how about a video from a friend of yours, Brad?
I think we have a video, right? He's coming up here?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Hey everybody, Zach Scott here. I've got a super cool game ball for my testimonial match like 10 years ago or something. I can't remember when that was. It was a while ago. But anyway, it's got some great signatures, some Sounders greats on here like Casey Keller. I think my son signed it with a 5. I don't even know what that's about. Anyway, my signature's not on here, so I'll be sure to put it on there for you guys. But anyway, buy this ball. Let's raise some money for the Rave Foundation and look forward to seeing y'all at a soccer game soon. Bye.
That is fantastic. Match played ball from the Zach Scott testimonial match, and I learned something today. Played at Memorial Field in early 2017. You were a big part of that piece of Sounders history.
It was a great day. I got to coach, my first coaching experience, and I think I got to coach with somebody against somebody else in this room a little bit. What a great day. Zach, Mr. Sounder, has done so much for this club on and off the field. Before MLS days, just tried and true, played through pain, played through everything. This ball means a lot to me, and I think it'll mean a lot to you too.
How'd your team do against Coach Schmetzer?
We lost.
Well, he is an all-time great.
What do you expect?
Item number 10, an electric bike from Story Bikes. This company is fantastic. For every bike they sell, they donate one to a student in a developing country who needs a means of transportation to get to school. This is fantastic. Our friends at Story Bikes have donated this to Rave in the color white, as you see, and they've agreed to customize it with Sounders decals if the winning bidder chooses. Thank you very much, Story Bikes. This is great.
Earlier we saw this amount and I was in, and now this thing is going for an insane amount of money. I love it. Keep it going. Guys, this will be an awesome bike. Customized Sounders. If you could just loan it to me as brand ambassador, I'll cruise around in the city for you and put some miles on it.
Well, we've got about 35 seconds left, so take a look at the bidding prices right now. Still just $350. A great welcome home Freddie gift. What Sounders FC fan wouldn't want that? Paul Aronson right now has got it at $350. Let's bid that puppy up in the next 20 seconds or so. The side-by-side influencer kit is at $1,000. The Stephen Fry original print just over $1,000. We got 15 seconds left. The Zach Scott testimonial ball under $500 right now. Let's get a $500 bid in there right now, and that electric bike from Story Bikes is at $2,300. We got 5, we got 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is it. The live auction bidding is closed. Congratulations to our auction item winners. Now, we've got the person you're all waiting to hear from. You alluded to him earlier. We are honored to have Seattle Sounders FC head coach Brian Schmetzer with us in studio tonight. But first, check out this video to kind of get you fired up for Sounders FC's 2021 season.
Chance to play this one out wide. Instead he finds Rui Diaz, gets a yard of space. He is absolutely clinical. And João Paulo from distance. What a hit from the Brazilian. Neymar has stepped forward.
Roldan is onside, taking it to goal.
What a save from Ty. Unbelievable from the Sabres goalkeeper. It in a free chance to goal. It's gone
That is one of the best free kicks you'll see this season.
You got to be fired up now. And now I'm happy to introduce Sounders FC head coach, who I get a chance to talk to every week during soccer season on the home of the
With
Sounders.
Softy, I know.
With Softy on
It's
Sports
great.
Radio 950 KJR. Brian, how you doing?
I'm great. That was a great hype video. Black Tones, that was awesome. How about a little All Along the Watchtower? I mean, give me something. I mean, get us all hyped up for the season. I love it.
No, it's fantastic. We are so pumped up for the season. This is going to be absolutely fantastic. Tell us a little bit about what we got coming up in the season.
Well, we got Freddie Montero back. That was a big one. We got a bunch of young kids that are pushing. We've got a great goalkeeper. We've got a bunch of good defenders. Nico. We've got a great team. And it's always great as coaches for us to come back in preseason and see what we have. The guys certainly were disappointed after the last game that we played, and we're using that for motivation. So for us, we're happy to get back after it, Dick, and we'll see what we get.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah,
I look forward
yeah.
to talking to you each week.
Sure.
You bet.
Not a problem.
All right. That's head coach Brian Schmetzer. We are so pumped up for the season. And to say a final thank you, I am happy to introduce Sounders FC majority owner and Rave Foundation founder and trustee, Adrian Hanauer, who is joining us live. Adrian, what a great night tonight. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Dick. Always great to be here for a Rave Foundation event. Yeah, look, I really wanted to just express my thanks to a number of different organizations and individuals who've made tonight special. A thank you on behalf of the entire ownership group of the Sounders, many of whom are here tonight, bidding up on items. To Maya, Ashley, the entire Rave Foundation team for doing just amazing work. This has obviously been a very difficult period of time, but I'm so proud of the work that the Rave Foundation has done. Mini pitches, engaging with youth, and not to mention standing up a very large relief fund for businesses, individuals, nonprofits in the area around Lumen Field. So thank you to that team. The board of directors of Rave Foundation, who do a lot of work behind the scenes. Thank you to them. The Black Tones, who absolutely rocked it. So great to be partnering with them on the amazing Hendrix kit launch. Dick, Brad, James, you guys for helping us out here tonight. To Bookie Gates, Coach Schmetzer, obviously a very big year to look forward to. Especially knowing that we're going to have fans in our building at some point in the near future. Very, very excited to get our supporters back in the building and cheering us on to points every Saturday. Sponsors, our partners who help with Rave Foundation, help us fund things. Delta Airlines, Emerald Queen Casino, Weyerhaeuser, Body Armor, The Intentionalist. Truly, though, most of all, I just want to thank our family of Rave Foundation donors, partners, people who help us out at the fields, volunteers, staff of Sounders FC who do a lot of work at fields when we get them up and running. Again, we could not do what we do without all of your support. And, finally, just sort of an acknowledgement that, again, this period of time has been difficult for everyone. We get it. We understand. We appreciate your commitment to Rave Foundation in this difficult time. Those who know me extremely well know that I'm not prone to massive positivity and optimism, but I'm extremely positive and optimistic about the future. We have some amazing big events coming for this country, this city over the course of time, not the least of which is the World Cup in 2026, which will hopefully be played in Seattle as one of the host cities. We have our 50th anniversary of the Sounders before that in 2024. So that is another big thing to look forward to. And before all of that, we just have this, resurgence and emergence from this pandemic to look forward to. I am a huge believer that we are nearing the end. The state of Washington's done an amazing job with vaccination and keeping everybody as healthy as can be. So we're really optimistic and look forward to seeing everyone out at Lumen Field as soon as possible to cheer on the Rave Green. So thank you again to everyone this evening, and thanks to everyone for joining us on this Friday evening.
Thank you so much, Adrian. I can't wait to see Lumen Field rocking once again with all those supporters, and your optimism is absolutely contagious, so thanks again. And thank you for watching, everyone, and for your generosity and support of Rave Foundation. What a great organization doing amazing things for our communities alongside our own Seattle Sounders FC. Don't forget, silent auction closes at 9 o'clock. The opportunity to donate, though, stays open all weekend long, so give generously this weekend. And thanks for being a part of this evening, and thank you, Brad, for being an awesome MC, man.
Thanks for having me, Dick.
This has been fantastic. Awesome. Stay right here for the after party with more from the Black Tones and Coach Schmetzer live. But right now, Black Tones, take it away.
We're so glad to be here. My twin brother and I are Seattleites, born and raised here. And this goes out to all the Seattleites out there. This song is called Chubby and Tubby.
Matt, what do you think?
That was freaking awesome.
Live concert. We get free.
It was freaking
It's actually
awesome.
a personal
Love it.
concert for
Love
us.
it. I mean, it was so good.
So good. So good.
Love the way you play the guitar on the mic stand. I love it.
So good.
It was
And
so
just
good.
that sound, right?
Yeah, it was good.
Okay, talk about what you've seen in Seattle growing up, and now you see just the evolution of the Sounders and these pitches all over the place.
Yeah.
You didn't have that growing up, right?
No. Well, we went to our local playground, John Rogers Elementary, and we played soccer with a bunch of my buddies after school, and that was important for me growing up. So I get it. These mini fields in all of these neighborhoods, that's a necessity for us to have balanced life when you're a kid. I mean, we loved it.
Yeah.
Ride our bikes down there, our Schwinn bikes, with the banana seats and everything.
Love it.
Right down there with our soccer ball, kick the ball around. It was great.
Coke can in the spokes there to make
My
it
mom
sound.
didn't let me drink Coke.
Okay, of course.
Nope.
Of course. Growing up in Phoenix, it's hotter than hot, right? But we were able to play a little bit of futsal, and that kind of turned me on to trying to get to the next level. I had a fantastic Brazilian coach who just ingrained
You did pretty good.
love for
You
soccer
did
and just the
pretty good,
rhythm, right?
yeah.
But he took us to Brazil. That was
Yeah.
the point. And when we got there, everywhere were small pitches.
Yeah.
Everywhere, right? You had big soccer fields, but for the most part, it was small basketball-sized fields, right? Normal futsal court where really the skills get defined and refined also for those of us that need a little refinement. And I think it's just invaluable to have these in our own community. It reminds me a lot of going to a place that loves soccer, more than anything, right?
Well, you can play it for free, you can do whatever, but I get you from a coaching perspective, Brad, I get it. Indoor soccer in this country was popular back in my day, and it made you a better soccer player. So having these little mini pitches out there will actually help, not just for free play and just being a great way to get some exercise, but it's also you can develop technique and stuff like that, so it's great.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for us as players is we often played very small, and then once a week you guys would open it up for us, and then guys are like ready to run, right? But all that small stuff makes such a big difference. And I think on the field, the young guys are getting a taste of it, and you kind of touched on it a little bit earlier, but talk about some of the young guys' development, the small pitches and the small training, and now getting a taste of the big leagues.
It's vitally important. You need more touches. So when you played 4-on-4, Brad, it was always by intent, because when you're playing 10-on-10, you don't touch the ball as much. You're running around a lot. But when you're playing 4v4, smaller pitches, you get more touches on the ball. It helps your development as a soccer player. So we do that on purpose. Made you a better soccer player. You had a great career.
We played with a couple legends. You coached them, Roger and Taylor, with a great experience earlier. I'm surprised it didn't go for more. And I have a great Roger story. In Toronto, first year we played, Freddie Lumberg got us a night out at a place called Music.
Okay.
And Raj was big into
Did
yoga
Zig
at
know
the time.
about this?
Probably not. You did. You and Tommy were probably
Okay, all right,
downstairs,
all
and we
right,
passed you on
okay,
our way out.
okay.
And the music was awesome. It was late at night. A couple adult beverages, as Roger would do, right? And all of a sudden we turn around. It's time to leave. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Flight's in a couple hours, and this guy has shirt off, doing yoga in the middle of the dance floor, and everyone was just dying laughing. People just all around the dance floor. I'm sure you've got a couple stories too.
Yeah, I remember when he tried to be a bouncer at some, establishment and charge all the pretty girls nothing to get in, and the dude's $20, and he pocketed the $20. I mean, just tons of good stories. I'm sure.
Genius.
I'm sure Taylor and Roger will give you some good ones.
Of course. All right, entering this next season, didn't end the way you wanted it to, obviously. I mean, you make it to MLS Cups, great, but you want a better result, right? So now entering this year, thought process, you lose a couple key guys, but you fill in with Freddie and the young guys sprinkled in too. So talk about the prospects and what you're expecting.
Yeah, well, let's just put that game to rest. I mean, that wasn't a true Sounder performance. I mean, that's pro sports sometimes. You can't always be great or perfect. We certainly thought we had a good game plan, but credit to Columbus. Okay, so went to 4 finals in 5 years. We won 2. That's not bad. Okay, that's not bad, but certainly you want to build off, some little bit of heartache, a little bit of that pain in your gut still, so that we're going to use that as motivation. And then the other thing, like I said before with Dick, I mean, some of the stuff that motivates us as coaches is the young guys. They bring energy, they're excited, their eyes are big, their ears are big, they're ready to learn, and it gives us as coaches a real glimpse back to what we were in our day and coaching you guys as you get a little older and you see the progression. So it's been a good preseason. We got a 15-year-old at camp. We got some 16-year-olds, a couple of wily veterans at 17 and 18 years old. competing with Freddie.
17.
Well, competing with Freddie and Nico and all those guys, so it's been great.
Yeah, get all the guys healthy, get this team back where we need to be, get on a good winning streak. And if my trends are correct, we win one, we lose one, we win one, we lose one, and now we just win one, right? If we're playing by past trends, right? Yeah, in MLS
Cups.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
there you go.
Perfect.
Okay,
All right.
let's try and get another one at home. How about that?
That'd be perfect, yeah.
How about that?
Schmetz, thanks for the time. Let's kick it back to the Black Tones.
All right.
Killed it. As usual, crushing it. Okay, so I did some recruiting while I was watching, and you are a striker, right? Because the strikers in soccer, they're out there and they're pretty boisterous and they kind of just take control a little bit, right? And then you're a defender because you're just back there, right? Hammering away, exactly. And then you're a number 6, a defensive midfielder where you're just keeping the rhythm, right? Keeping the rhythm of the band. And the field, exactly, but that's what I'm saying. Soccer is rhythm, right? It's not like other sports where it's stop, start, stop, start. It's just like music, right? You got to keep it going. You got to keep the rhythm, and that's what I love about watching you guys. It's so good. How did you get into music in the first place?
Oh man, a teacher in high school loaned me a guitar for the first time, and it changed my life in the best possible way. I had always loved music as a kid, and let me take this off so I'm not just kind of awkwardly half looking at you. Yeah, I had always loved music, always wanted to play guitar. I don't even remember the first time I was like, guitar it is. But I knew I wanted to play guitar, and then when I got to high school, a teacher was like, had all these acoustic guitars, and was like, here.
Love it.
Oh my God.
And that was it.
You
knew right then and there. That was
it. I was like, well, this is what I'm doing for the rest of my
See,
life.
that's just like a forward. You know that's what you want to do. You want to score goals from day one. You will not do anything else except score goals. So did you guys buy all your equipment, or was it similar to the Rave Foundation where it was, we're giving out balls and just getting people interested in something, right, to make sure they love it?
It was very similar. I don't know if this is on. Check. It was very, can you guys hear me? It was very similar to what you guys are doing here. Actually, we had this guy, Steve Smith, that let us come in to the Seattle Drum School. Eva taught me how to play there. We went to Goodwill, kind of put the kit together, kind of just
bootstrapped it.
It was every other week. I was like, oh, Eva, there's a cymbal. And Eva was like, hey, so there's a snare. I was like, okay, go ahead and get it. Yeah, so we just kind of put it together, and here we are playing for you guys.
I love it. So are you guys adopted soccer fans now, or were you guys Sounders fans before?
Let me butt in on this one because sorry, Eva, she's gonna be mad at me after this behind the scenes. No, just kidding. I actually started playing soccer when I was in 3rd and 4th grade, and it was the first sport that I played. So I was a huge soccer fan. I went into basketball. Please don't hate me, internet. But soccer was definitely, and kind of like what you, Brad, and what Coach were talking about tonight, these things that you guys are doing and providing the fields and the soccer balls, it's stuff like that helps build that foundation. It teaches me how to learn how to be on a team and work with people. You know what I mean? Now I have a regular job and I get to play in a band, but sports was that foundation that I need. Yeah, exactly.
That team. I love it. Well, thank you guys. It was incredible. I know that everyone at home was super excited, and let's leave it there, right? I think it was a great night.
Good to see
you. It was
you.
awesome. Good to see you guys. Last time I saw you was rocking in the stadium for the shoot, and that was epic also. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. A fantastic night. I think donating is still open. Thank you, everyone at the Rave Foundation, for you viewers at home. A fantastic night. Black Tones, awesome as always. Take care, everyone.